Hey there. Just thought I'd give an actual update as to what's going on right now. So this is, we're near Lutersburg, not exactly in the same town where the club trains normally, but this is where Rayo lives at another barn, and we vault outside, or Kalyn does. This is going to be her second full practice. She'll have another one on Saturday. And it's perfect weather, and we had a nice warm-up on the movie barrel in a little concentration room, I call it, because there's this little room that's like just small and white and like you can't get distracted by anything. It's a great place to warm up. So I made a decision yesterday, or day before yesterday, to vault on a cardi, and it was after my first actual practice on him. I had jumped on him the week before briefly, but at that point I really didn't think he was an option. You know, Accardi and Rayo are both listed for Switzerland, and they have a lot of people having them as backups. So Moni was a little concerned at first that if you added me on Accardi, then if something were to happen, then you know there wouldn't be really room, and I would be horseless. And so at first he was sort of as a backup for me, and I accepted the invitation from Lorenzo and the Italians to and Laura to go and vault on Hot Date and Lambic. And Hot Date is that gorgeous, big, dreamy, sexy team horse that the Italians competed on in Kentucky. It was Kentucky. Oh no, not Kentucky. I'm getting my wigs mixed up. In Tryon. And anyway, he's a beautiful, wonderful horse, and he's so big that I could hardly get on him. And it has nothing to do with him. It has everything to do with the fact that I'm, just don't have the jump that I have had in my life. And so you add the fact that the horse is like, I think he's taller than they think he is, but he's at least 187 or something, centimeters, like 18.2, okay, or more. So I loved being on him and vaulting on him, but he was just a little bit too hard for me to get mounting for my freestyle compulsories and down and ups and stuff. So I was actually really intrigued by Lambic, and he was a really awesome horse, and he is. And I had some great practice on Lambic. He's a dapple gray. You'll see in pictures in the shadowy concrete barn that I posted with Laura lunging, and Lambic was awesome. But I just have to be honest and straight. And when I came in and actually had a practice on Accardi here in Lutersburg, it's just another ballpark. He's an incredibly confident, experienced, regular, cantering, smooth, secure horse that just is like fully muscled and conditioned, and just he's sort of it seems to me, at his peak. So for someone who may not be at my peak, maybe mentally in some ways I'm at my peak, but physically, I've got some good old challenges, but I love it. I'm having a great time. Age is just a number. It doesn't mean anything, but I'm letting my joints sort of work into this, because my knees aren't exactly they're not like they used to be, so the explosive power is difficult for me, and I just had a knee surgery. Just that alone is a challenge. But having a horse that's just so confident and a little lower to the ground, like more realistic height, maybe he's like, 180 or something. He's like Palatine's height. He's just a reasonable height horse. And God, he's just so strong. So, and then when I went to vault with him and Sven's the Sven Reese. He's the 20-year-old Swiss boy. I call him boy. He's a man. He's 20, but I guess I could be his father. He's so cool to vault with. He's just so light and so just soft and floaty, and everything that I need to try to get out of myself, I see in Sven. So it's just a good, but I did also want to say, vaulting with Lorenzo was very inspiring. Let's just to say the least. Lorenzo is an absolute phenomenon as a vaulter, and it was just, and louder lunging. It was just really wonderful experience, and they really just gave me freedom to crash and burn on the ground, fall, just do what I felt so much. I tried things that I haven't tried in a while, really full throttle, and they were very supportive, and things were starting to work. And again, I'm really grateful for the time I had in Italy, and I hope to work with Lorenzo again someday. It's really good to be here with Kalyn, and we can work in the same place. And because it was a little tough traveling back and forth from Switzerland to Italy and Switzerland to Italy, we had a wonderful time doing it. It was beautiful, but it's a lot of traveling. And now we can sort of breathe a little between practices and go to the barrel and just kind of take care of ourselves in a calmer way. So that's good. Anyway, I'm going to help get the horse ready, and I'll talk to you guys more later. More updates.